Hello everyone, it's Tech Guy here with another video, and yes, the Note 8 is finally here to do bigger things. So let's look at it. The Samsung Galaxy Note 8 was just announced, and I literally hit the record button as soon as that announcement started. So here are all the details and so that Samsung would have highlighted on the Note 8. So it has Samsung's Infinity display, which was debuted on the Galaxy Note 8, but also the screen size is 6.3 inches, and that Samsung decided to take this technology from the S8 to the Note 8 by bringing a big phone that can fit in your hand without feeling too big in physical size. So it has an 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio, meaning that it has a big screen, but that does not affect the actual size of the phone. So it's 6.3 inches in screen. So it's near bezel-less just as the S8 and S8 Plus, but has a bigger display than those two. It will come in 4 colors: midnight black, deep sea blue, orchid gray, and maple gold. But so far what I know on when the Note 8 will start selling in the US, that it will only have midnight black and orchid gray available in the US, but there will be more colors coming soon when it starts to launch. And it also has an S Pen, which is improved with some new features to work with the software also. Now the S Pen you can draw your own emojis now, share your message and all of that. So with the S Pen you can make live messages, and you also have screen off memo, which you can write memos with the screen when the phone is locked, with up to 100 pages. Now the camera, Samsung really focused on the camera here. Now this camera is wide angles with f1.7 aperture lens. So yes, for the first time Samsung put dual lens camera on their phone, where it has 2 times optical zoom, and also Samsung innovated the camera set aside with from any other phone with dual lens camera. So this phone is the first phone to have dual OIS. So that means you have optical image stabilization in both camera lens. Now most phones come with dual lens camera have optical image station or electric image stabilization, like iPhone 7 and the LG G6, but those phones only had OIS in the main camera. So Samsung innovated by putting OIS in both cameras, so when both lenses are used in wide angle images, it will not be shaky. You also have live focus, so you can create portrait photos, and so by focusing on which your focus background or foreground will be on live before you take the actual shot. So the fact that you have live focus available is cool, and not a lot of devices come with that. You also have dual capture to snap outside the frame, so when you focus on taking a live photo, it captures photograph happening outside the frame also. Both lenses are 12 megapixels with large pixels of 1.4 also. For performance, the S8 has 6 gigs of RAM with also expandable storage and 64 gigs on board of memory. So with 64 gigs of onboard memory, you also have expandable storage. Thank you Samsung for still sticking with expandable memory. and also it's powered by the 10 nanometer processor. It's also IP68 water resistant also, so you still have some durability to protect yourself from life's wet and rough moments. You can also connect your phone to stuff with the Deck Station. You have the Gear VR controller and the Gear 360 sold separately, so it can be used seamlessly with those Samsung accessories. You also have Samsung Smart Reach, and also it comes with a case also designed, a folio case, so when you're watching videos and so with the stand case, it'll be easier to use. Now as we add on over to the full specs, these are the 4 colors as I mentioned earlier. They have dimensions of 74.8 millimeters in width, a thickness of 8.6 millimeters, and also a 6.3 inch display with an 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio. You also have the S Pen. If you're curious on the S Pen's dimensions, it will be 5.8 millimeters on the front and 4.8. It will have a width of 5.8 millimeters for the S Pen and a thickness of 4.2 millimeters and 108.3 millimeters of height on the S Pen. The display will be Super AMOLED Quad HD Plus, which meaning a resolution of 2960 by 1440 with 521 pixels per inch. And not forgetting the infinity near bezel-less display. The S Pen has pressure levels of 4096. The pen tip diameter is 0.7 millimeters, which also the S Pen is IP68, and you can use it to magnify, glance, and Bixby vision to translate and so forth, etc. The camera on the is 8 megapixels with autofocus, with a sensor size of it has selective focus with 1.3.6 sensor size, f1.7 aperture, and a sensor ratio of 43 with wide selfie, pixel size of 1.22 and FOV of 80 degrees. The rear camera are dual lens with max digital of 10 times digital zoom and optical zoom of 2 times the dual capture. Virtual shots, you have quick launch, voice control, which can be done through Bixby also. And yes, Bixby has gotten smarter, whereas too you can use Bixby to customize your camera settings for, say, like for the example, for those of you watch live stream where if you're like taking pictures of food, you can program Bixby to say foodie, and once it recognizes that, it will automatically set your camera to take a picture of food and food settings and add it to your album with food photos. You can do whatever you want with this voice control feature with the camera. So so both dual lens camera are 12 megapixels. The telephoto camera, which is on this side of the phone, is 12 megapixels, and the wide angle camera is 12 megapixels also. The telephoto camera has 1 UM pixel size, whereas the wide angle is 1.4 UM. Sensor size on telephoto is 1 by 3.6, and sensor size on the wide angles is 1 by 2.5. Both have a sensor ratio of 4:3, and FOV for telephoto is 45 degrees, wide angle 77 degrees, with a f.NO capture of f24 and f1.7 on wide angle. You have to be recording with 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 fps, 7p at 30 fps, so yes, 720p HD at 30 fps with video digital image stabilization. Also, you also have high CRI LED flash, and also the camera is capable of taking 9 megapixel still photos recording 4K video. So there, for processor, it may differ by country or carrier, but there will be two processors. One would be Optical of 2.3 GHz quad core with 1.7 with 64-bit 10nm, and also there will be another processor with 1.9 GHz on quad and 2.35 GHz also. So my guess is that one would be a Snapdragon processor and the other would be the Samsung Exynos processor. For memory, you can get with 6 gigs of RAM. You can also get 64 gigs of internal storage, 128 and 256 gigs. That may differ by country and carrier, but in the US we're expecting 64 gigs. You have support for LTE connectivities with Bluetooth 5 also, and you also have expandable memory for up to 256 gigs micro SD card with dual SIM on nano SIM also, and Android 7.1.1 Nougat. Also for audio, may I just say before some of you get worried, it still has a headphone jack, and having a headphone jack, it will come with AKG customized headphones that we receive in the SA. So you have PCM up to 32 bits and DSD of also. You have audio playback formats from MP3 to APE, and recording quality is improved with IAOP. Video, you have MP4 to WEBM formats also. And battery will be 3,300 milliamps. So Samsung was focusing on battery, so Samsung made sure that they chose a good battery size to accommodate all of these large specs. You also have fast charging, but with wired and wireless charging, which the wireless station will be sold separately. Sensors, you have the fingerprint sensor, which is located at the back next to the camera, but the difference is that the sensor is separated with the LED flash on the back. You have iris sensor also, pressure sensor, HR sensor, heart sensor, etc. So you can lock the phone with your eyes and so forth. You have biometrics with face recognition also. Bixby is getting smarter, Samsung says, but it will not be available depending on your country and region. And so that is it with this phone that can do bigger things now that is bigger than ever, that can still fit comfortably in your hand. Tell me what you guys think about the Note 8. Like this video if you find it interesting, share it also, comment your thoughts on the Note 8, and I'll see you guys in the next one.